Oh, so you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
Okay, it's all right. Hey, hello everyone. It's welcome to yet another episode of the JMAA Live Deluxe podcast. I'm your host, JMAA. Fungus is gonna be kind of late, but we got a little bit of a very special guest today, which you might be familiar with. Some of you might be familiar with. Some of you wouldn't, but he's kind of the big leagues. And his name is Guru Larry Bundy Jr. He's
Hello, you.
Hey, yeah, that really triggers my tingling. But yeah, so could you do a little introduction of yourself, just in case there's any newbies to whatever you do or whatever?
Uh, okay. Well, I'm on the YouTubes and I make videos about anecdotal and sort of weird, bizarre, and funny histories of video games. Sort of weird things that have happened on in the past and stuff like that. And before that, I used to be like a TV presenter for gaming shows in the UK and sort of Europe as well.
Yeah, which was like Games Janks Can Wonk, isn't it?
That was an early one. That was for Screw Attack. That was yes.
Yeah, sort of. I mean,
Oh,
it's been like a time where like there was a lot of like public access television or something, or like there was like game shows about video games back when
yes.
there was like literally no internet or anything, right?
Yeah, of course. Well, when it started satellite television stuff that came out, there was a network called Game Network. It was an Italian company originally, but we sort of hijacked it over the years, so it started having UK presenters on it.
Yeah, so like we're talking about like mid 2000s, early 2000s,
Uh,
late
but
2000s, or
I joined that about 2004. That channel, that network.
all
And then
right,
I went
yeah,
over to another one about 2007 called X League TV, which is an e-sport channel.
an esport channel. What about
E-sports,
that?
yes, but I don't know. Basically, I used to do everything that wasn't e-sport related. So, and it was also more popular as well, strangely, because I don't think e-sports is really.
Yeah, I remember like another sort of YouTuber tried to make a TV show. You talked about it previously, like the story of like who was his name? Like what
Oh,
was it?
the game life.
Yeah, Game Lab. That one. Yeah, the yeah you made a and sort of like a part of an episode about that, and
Yes,
like
rise and fall video.
yeah that was about it, and like holy shit, you overtook his throne, his rightful throne, to like having the only existing TV show about video games made from YouTubers, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
Jesus.
mean, it was a weird time back then. I mean, he got a TV show and he only had 600 subscribers on YouTube, but like 600 subscribers was massive back then. You know, you were like PewDiePie with 600 subscribers. So, so
Yeah. So, until eventually he got arrested for like threatening someone to make a mass shooting or something, right?
he threatened to shoot his girlfriend in the same day as that university shooting in America.
Oh, yeah. That's really fucking unfortunate.
Yes, and incredibly stupid as well.
Yeah, I know. Why would you fucking do that? I know. It's
No,
just weird.
how did you think that was going to go down, really? So,
He didn't really think it through, isn't it?
no, well, it completely killed his career, and he hasn't really been seen since on the internet, and not in any sort of public persona. I see him on Facebook every now and then.
Yeah, that's
He
got a
does.
shame, in it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame that. Well, it's more of a shame for his friends on the show as well, because they all got cancelled as well, even though they did absolutely nothing wrong. So,
Yeah, oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's who kind of yikesy, kind of oofy, kind of Minecraft oofy or Roblox oofy around here.
yes. Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The Do you know that sound effect from Roblox oofs comes from like a game called I think it was like a game
Tommy
about some Carib or something.
Yeah, I know that Tommy Tallarico sued him or something, or took him, threatened to take him to court over it because it was his sound he created.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of familiar with that too. But yeah, we're gonna start talking about that particular topic. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's about the metaverse.
Yeah,
Maybe you got some interesting facts about gaming in a metaverse or whatever, you know?
nothing at the moment really. Nothing I can think of. I think it's too new to
Oh
think about.
shit! Oh shit! Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
I,
yeah.
I thought
End of the
you,
podcast. Okay, everybody go home.
yeah. And like the whole gist of it is that Fortnite is kind of like the precursor of like the metaverse kind of thing, right? Where
Yeah.
you got like a giant advertising kind of cat billboard kind of thing with all the Marvel characters and Rick and Morty characters. Who the fuck will put Rick and Morty in like a Fortnite?
I don't know. Just throw enough money. I think they'll accept anything.
Yeah, it's that. I mean, it must be a real fucking money maker over there. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah.
Like Epic Games really fucking knows about this shit, and like the metaverse thing. Apparently, so far it's kind of like a bit of an advertising billboard for other brands or whatever. They've been like trying to do this for like ages, way before all the Facebook, Meta, Mark Zuckerberg shit ever did. And even though they did it like sort of maybe around the time VR chat also had like its own kind of metaversey thing at least.
Yeah. I can imagine so. Yeah.
They
Like that, yeah.
they sort of made it even like in Fortnite there's like even concerts and all that sort of shit where like people can interact with each other and socialize or whatever. But like, yeah, it's capitalism on the hyper, baby. Yeah. Maybe you heard about the news. Maybe it's related to the metaverse, but like, there's a bit of a AAA game companies interested in this whole sort of NFT business for some other reason.
Yes. Just give you your money without them doing any work.
Well, basically it's a whole money laundering scam kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
So have you got like any interesting fact about that or?
No. Basically, it's a pyramid scam. That is.
Well, but I mean, yeah.
Unless you got in at day one, you're not really going to be making any money from it. Unless you can find someone stupid enough to buy a picture of a monkey for even more from what you pay for it. But you know,
I mean, it's the same kind of people who will still buy Ubisoft games, you know.
Yeah.
Sort of, because
I know, but you're just paying for a picture that you don't even own. So
you pay for like I don't know some recolor of a gun in like a game from Ubisoft that you don't even own, you know?
Yeah. Well, Counter-Strike's been doing that for years with their guns and stuff and their knives.
Yeah, but these are like things you own, you know? Like the skins in CS:GO, like people own it, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the whole.
I mean, who are you going to show it to as well? These NFTs.
Yeah, it's kind of like a completely different thing, isn't it? And like, like there's of course we got Ubisoft courts, which completely fell in their ass. Do you happen to know why, or like those? It's just was because of the backlash or whatever, isn't it?
Because of the backlash. I mean, it's so negative towards them at the moment. What were they thinking? I think Team 17 tried to do it as well with Worms, but everybody hated it so much they pulled out at the last moment.
I mean, what a fucking bad PR disaster. If the rest of like AAA game companies knew what they're getting into, like it's like a really unpopular kind of thing, and like holy shit, if they knew where they're getting into, I mean, they will obviously not fucking do it, but they're still doing it.
Well, they just see the money in their eyes, don't they? Dollar signs and that. So obviously, let's jump on this bandwagon, no matter how shitty it is.
But I mean, if they saw like whatever a financial potential they will have with like the NFT shit, why wouldn't they see the warning signs from like the people hating NFTs?
Well, obviously, it's like EA, isn't it? Everybody hates EA, but they're still doing the same scummy tactics. So obviously, money's more important than honor.
Yeah, I remember that line from Stephanie Sterling doing the CEO of EA doing like evaluate kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like kind of like a Doctor Who kind of robot kind of shit where he has no emotions or whatever. Like I feel about that. Like the majority of executives from like AAA game companies kind of feel that way. They're like probably not human. I mean, if you meet Bobby Kotick in like a fucking building, okay, burn the whole building down. If you have meeting him in a restaurant, get away, run away from the place entirely. If you like, if you're next to him, run. Okay, if he lives next to you, goddamn demolish the building and burning it down, unless you know he's spawning around eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You don't trust anyone like that. No, absolutely not. But hey, what do you know? It's it's capitalism to the purest. Exactly. So yeah, I don't know about it. But hey, there's also like an attempt from Konami, I guess. There's also like
oh yeah, they're doing the Castlevania ones, aren't they? They're doing.
Wait, are you making a video on the Castlevania NFTs?
No. I'm just saying they're doing Castlevania NFTs.
Oh yeah.
Map and stuff like that. So.
But yeah, there's also like I think it was like Atari or something that were doing also NFTs.
Yeah, Atari getting into it as well.
And like they're doing like surprise NFTs, right? Like loot box NFTs, which I mean, it makes me, you know, like
I know.
Loot box NFTs.
Let's make it even more shitty as possible, you know.
Loot box NFTs. What kind of twisted idea is that? Honestly.
Exactly. We're gonna fuck you over. We're gonna tell you what we're gonna fuck you with. So.
Oh Jesus! Like it's like combining Hitler with Pol Pot at the same fucking time and making like a baby out of it, or something like that. I don't know. Oh, yeah. But it's horrible.
Absolutely.
Two horrible things at the same fucking time. That must be really tasty and delicious for the majority of executives out there from Atari. Yeah. You want to guess about what happened in 1983? Oh, nobody knows what happened in 1983, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
What are you going to do? Like, bury this NFTs in the Alamogordo desert or whatever? Like, digitally bury them in, like, the internet desert? Like, you did all the million copies of E.T. or whatever? Oh, do you think there's gonna be another crash like 1983 with this shit?
No, it's too big for that now.
I was just curious.
Mini crashes maybe, and stuff like that, where people get sick of one thing or the other. But I think the industry's too big and too wide to get like that anymore.
Well,
it's only happened in America.
Yeah.
It's happening anywhere else in the world, which Americans seem to forget that the rest of the world exists.
Yeah, well, there's also like the conflict in Ukraine or whatever. Does that affect anything in the video game industry or whatever? Or like, is that gonna influence anything?
Little things. I was supposed to have my new video supposed to go up yesterday, and it was sponsored by War Thunder, and I had to pull the video because they didn't want to be associated with the Ukrainian war. So,
oh,
video up. So.
Yeah, so because like the company is like from Ukraine, isn't it? Yeah. Or like. Well, shit.
Well, you can play as Russian ships and tanks and planes in it as well, so...
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it really sounds like really bad timing over there, yeah.
No, yes, exactly.
Yeah, oh, holy shit. Like, I don't know, I don't get, like, the majority of, like, the right-wingers trying to LARP as, like, the Russian shit, and, like, everyone cheering on the war efforts, but I'm not gonna probably detail like on that shit, honestly. This is like a video game episode. It's like really chill shit, you know? Really chill shit. But yeah, I got something special. You might heard of this controversy before. It's the Horizon Zero whatever alloy controversy, which apparently it seems like a bunch of like, you know, angry gamers TM or really horny gamers who have no real standards of femininity are criticizing Alloy for looking too woke in some regard.
Okay. Did I have can you be woke in a post-apocalyptic future then, can you? Or...
I don't know. I have no fucking idea. It sounds funny. Like, is even politics involved in like the post-apocalypse or like any basic idea of like current fashion trends or current cultural tribes in the post-apocalypse? You know, last time I didn't see anything like that. I was in Fallout New Vegas. I don't think there's like anything like that in Fallout New Vegas as far as I know, unless you mean like the obvious Mad Max references and like the classic Roman LARPing shit that the Caesar's Legion does on a regular basis. Yeah, you remember like Fallout New Vegas?
Yeah.
Have you
Oh
got a
yeah, the
fact about it?
Roman things, Roman characters.
Yeah, the Roman care. Yeah, have you got a fact about it?
I probably have, but I can't get it off the top of my head for something like that at the moment. But I
Oh
do know.
God.
I do
Yeah.
know that in Skyrim, which it's similar to Fallout, none of the ladders work in the game.
Yeah, isn't it funny that when you got Fallout New Vegas, you still sell like a bazillion editions of like Skyrim.
Mm.
Like, the most lucrative like game on the Bethesda collection might be Fallout New Vegas, and like you're all you're doing is like basically copying a new edition over another new edition of like Skyrim, which is like the most buggy mess you could ever fucking encounter there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just sad. I don't know. Why do they keep selling like fucking Skyrim copies all over?
Oh, somebody keeps buying them, but they do keep re-releasing it, didn't they? I think they're doing a PS5 and Xbox Series X version soon, aren't they?
It's a bit weird. I don't know. They're gonna probably release it even on like the PS5 and Xbox, whatever.
Mm.
Like Jesus, it's the same game, literally, isn't it?
Exactly. Well, I think they're a bit far away from doing the next one, really, aren't they?
I don't know. Like we're also planning like a new Elder Scrolls game. What happened with that, honestly?
Mm. Yeah, they're
One
all quiet
wonders.
stuff. So yes.
Yeah, one wonders what happened with that one. Honestly, I would rather see them. Yeah, I would rather see them release another fucking edition of Skyrim than like
Yeah.
release the Elder Scrolls 6 thing or
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's. I don't know. Well, they're doing that Starfield next, aren't they? So, but that's going to be like an Xbox exclusive now.
Well, yeah. Hmm. And of course, with the Microsoft acquisition of Bethesda and ZeniMax, well, it's he kind of icky. I feel like like this practice called like dumping, right? In like
Mm.
common capitalism shit, right?
Exactly.
I
Well,
mean,
there's going to be a chance of a Fallout New Vegas 2 now because they bought the company that made that as well, didn't they? I've forgotten their name.
yeah, also that. But what I mean by dumping is that when you like try to acquire like a smaller company as a really big company in like a business or whatever, you when that other smaller company refuses to be sold out, what you do is try to compete with the smaller company by reducing your prices or whatever to a point where the smaller company starts getting losses. So when they got no other choice than just selling out to your company, because of the amount of losses they got, what you do is like buying off their company, but then rise the prices back to the original size or more. So because you already got that company,
Mm.
and that's a practice called dumping, which is
Yeah.
a common term using capitalism because of shit. And what I'm afraid with this Microsoft acquisition of like Cinemax, Activision, Blizzard, whatever, is that they're gonna end up doing like that with the Game Pass shit,
Yeah.
which
No,
is
well, I think they're acquiring it just so they can put it on their thing and they don't have to worry about having to take it off afterwards.
what they're basically doing too. Is like spending all their money on like acquiring big brands, and I'm not sure if they're gonna end up acquiring stuff like I don't know Sony or Square Enix. I have no fucking idea about it. It's kind of scary, honestly.
I don't think there's been any sort of Japanese companies for sale yet. I've not seen anyone try and buy
Yeah,
one.
it's kind of weird, but like this constant threat of monopolizing everything, that's really scary, isn't it?
It is.
And like Microsoft trying to acquire every single company possible, because Microsoft previously had like a bit of an exploration in terms of like a Japanese market, which I think I remember there was this game on JRPG. It was about it was called Endless Sonata. I think you may be familiar with it. I guess.
yes, I do. That's the one about is it like Chopin?
Yeah, Chopin. Yeah, the famous classical musician, which is,
Yeah,
I mean, it's a completely bonkers kind of JRPG, which I mean panders to like the JRPG genre so much, even to the point of overextending cinematics to like absurd levels.
yeah,
And like Jesus, that was a flop, obviously, for Microsoft in the Japanese market.
yeah. Well, the
But
Japanese are very sort of anti-foreign for their consoles anyway. They've any sort of foreign
yeah,
company
like a lot of
games sort of
Japanese audiences in the
automatically.
American market tend to hate American shit. So like it was obvious it was gonna probably fail, obviously. But what I
Actually,
mean
done all
is
right.
that Microsoft was previously looking into like sort of grabbing the Japanese market by the balls or the butts, you know,
Yeah,
because they just probably are focusing efforts now in trying to expand themselves so fucking much that it literally becomes nearly a monopoly or something, right?
yeah,
Because they want to sort of work in this metaverse thing.
mm,
And like, you know, we were previously talking about Alloy, right? Like the Horizon shit.
yeah,
And like it's shit like you know, shit like fuck about having like a beard on her face, which is actually like the hair that women have on their face or whatever, which normal women do have that kind of hair on their face, right? But it's not a beard. You know what I mean?
no,
Shit like that, really. And like it's just really weird shit. Like, I mean, she looks manly. Like, it's the usual shit these like entitled gamers tend to throw around a lot about the alloy shit.
mm,
Like, we got to a point where we had such hyper realism, where women are like so realistic they actually look like actual women, and a lot of fucking anti woke gamers are like basically angry at that.
yeah,
So that's the whole point of that, you know?
yes, of course, yeah.
Because
No,
I mean, why why the fuck will there be an like there was like this Photoshop, right, that some gamer made about Aloy, which looked like one of those TV hosts that you see on Telemundo or something.
yeah,
And like, why the fuck would you want that? It's just unrealistic. It's just completely, utterly unrealistic at this point, you know? Like, we're being conditioned into like these unrealistic standards of femininity that you not see Lost Ark too. Like, a lot of women there look like fucking sex dolls.
yeah. Well, the same with men as well. They're always like super muscular
Yeah, like
things as well.
everyone in the game in Lost Ark looks like a fucking sex doll.
Yeah,
Why do you think it's that, honestly?
exactly.
I don't know, like it's like in League of Legends or something where like every sort of character is sort of sexualized or whatever, unless it's obviously a fucking ugly monster or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know? Do you know anything we don't know about League of Legends though?
No, no, I don't. I don't really look into it to be honest. I don't really. That's not my sort of cup of tea. League of Legends.
Yeah, I here to remind everyone else: don't fucking touch League of Legends. Don't ever fucking touch it. If you touch League of Legends, you're fucked. You're not gonna be coming out of that. Honestly, I tried because of the Arcane Netflix show. Because I mean, who doesn't get into League of Legends after watching Arcane on Netflix, right? But Jesus, don't get into fucking League of Legends. Jesus. Um. Yeah. Have you got like I was wondering. Just out of curiosity, have you got like other sorts of gaming facts that you might want to show us? Like anything that you're probably putting out in videos or whatever in the future?
Well, my next video is going to be about hidden video files that have been discovered in games over the years.
Ooh.
So, so yeah, really weird things like trailers for games that were never released and things like that.
Kind of like the video for World of Warcraft or whatever, like the Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne or whatever.
Yeah, a bit similar like that. Yeah, that isn't one of them, by the way. But yes.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. It was like a very 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 early trailer for like World of Warcraft, where like every character looked like a mess, but like like combat. There's like um Jesus, that game really went through a whole lot, and I mean a whole lot. I'll be honest, a whole lot, because it had its rise and its fall. You know perfectly the whole debacle with Activision Blizzard and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, any evolution over there? I might not be aware of anything there. I might be missing out on the Activision Blizzard shit. What happened there?
Like I said, I'd have to look into it. Really, you'd have to.
Yeah, okay, whatever. As far as I know, like there was unionization efforts on like Activision Blizzard from Activision and Blizzard employees. So like, just a reminder here for everyone listening to this to support your unionization efforts on Activision Blizzard and Ubisoft. Okay, that's what I'm gonna probably say about it. But yeah, like there was a whole video on the whole history of World of Warcraft from its inception to like its fall from grace, which it was made by a famous World of Warcraft YouTuber, I think. I don't remember its name, but it had like his avatar had like a red armor kind of thing, like sort of thing. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, it does. I don't remember either, but like it was like a his persona was like a red World of Warcraft character with a red armor, whatever. It's like a human character in World of Warcraft with like red and yellow armor, and like sort of he's a warrior or paladin kind of thing, right? But I don't exactly remember who this guy was, but I remember seeing it back then and like knowing the whole history of World of Warcraft and everything. Like, I mean, wow, must be a lot. And we didn't even notice like the other sorts of controversies that World of Warcraft faced and everything. And even like the South Park episode of like World of Warcraft, right? You remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
I mean, it's like way a lot different than World of Warcraft is right now. Like, I remember playing like the last time I played World of Warcraft was like in Shadowlands, and like I had like this dwarf warrior guy as a character, and like I had my chopper shit. He's called Noble Hassan, and like it's being toned down and like a lot of accessibility shit. I don't mind like easy difficulties in games, right? Like I don't really mind it honestly. Accessibility and like for gameplay or whatever is kind of fine for me. But I think it's more grindy.
Yeah.
A lot of World of Warcraft lately is a lot grindy, and it's especially considering that I have like a day job and whatever, where I don't have all the time in the work to sort of like grind on World of Warcraft. Especially considering like nothing in World of Warcraft outside of the game itself is really valuable, honestly. Unless they probably do something like in Diablo 3 previously did with the auction house, real money shit or whatever,
Yeah.
Which I mean, the two things that must be like a warning sign of the game industry are the horse armor in like Oblivion and like the auction house from Diablo 3. I think how the fuck the auction house from or like the horse armor happen?
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's just, and it doesn't even do anything either. It's just cosmetic. It doesn't even actually help your horse in the game.
But whose idea is like to sell horse armor like that?
Well, somebody thought it was a good idea at the time, didn't they? So
Yeah.
it was completely stupid. Everyone took the piss out of it there.
Yeah. I think I gotta like leave gaming for a second and like try to talk to you about something in particular you may be familiar with. I think you're one of the creators that remain on that guy with the glasses. You might remember about one.
Yeah.
Like, how's it looking? Like, you're probably the last man standing there. Like, how's channel awesome? How's it going?
Well, I've not spoken to them for quite some time. They just put my stuff up there automatically now, really. So I don't have
Huh.
any sort of involvement with them. They never asked me to be involved in any of their videos or anything. I'm just there, really.
So basically, he's re-uploading your videos on the channel awesome website.
Yes. I mean, he's just embedding them, really. He's not, you know.
Well, yeah, embedding him, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And like, basically, you had no contact with Doc Walker or whatever on like that regard, right? Or what's his name? Like
He
the
spoke to me once. He spoke to me once and thanked me for staying on his side, staying with him and stuff like that. So that's about it.
yeah, because like I remember back then there was a whole controversy going on with all the that guy with the glasses creators or whatever regarding like the bad treatment from like what is it the manager of like that guy with the glasses or whatever.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Uh, well, like I say, that's up to them to say what they've done because I never had any personal experience myself with it. But they just reporting that's him getting rid of them and stuff like that, really. So, like I said, everybody's got their own story, and that would be all day if I went through them all.
Wow, because it must be a real fucking lot.
Yes, I mean, there was over 50 people there at one point, so it was quite a massive site.
Yeah, like
Meeting
50
place.
people who were like, but had like some dirt with whoever runs that guy with the glasses.
Not everyone had dirt with them. Somebody just,
Oh,
a lot of them, quite a few of them left in solidarity, for their friends and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah, including people like Angry Joe, Lindsay Ellis, who you might have heard about Lindsay Ellis, who recently left the internet for good because of the amount of harassment she was facing and everything.
Oh, I think she left long before that. I think she left before this all brewed up. I think.
Yeah, but she had like a little bit of a Twitter presence or whatever, right?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Like she ended up even leaving Twitter or whatever, like closing her Twitter account and everything in an internet presence, like because of the amount of harassment she was facing.
Oh, what was that about then? What was she getting harassment for?
I think it was about her saying something about the certain Disney movie with Asian characters or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Is it? Yes. It wasn't the Mulan film, was it, or something?
I don't know, maybe Mulan or something, but she got absolutely canceled for it or something.
Mm.
And I feel like a lot of far right trolls did use that to their advantage to further harass her too.
Oh,
So you
right.
can imagine how much shit she really got for it. Honestly,
Mm.
Jesus, getting myself in that kind of girl's shoes is pretty ugly. I'll be honest. But hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I think I want to comment you something.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I think it would be like 33 minutes into the podcast, but like, I want to sort of comment on this thing. It's about a guy on Twitter who plays Elden Ring. You might know about that one. And
No.
he plays basically like this. So you might want to watch for yourself. And also, Fungus. Um, Fungus is she's telling me she really wants to join, but she still doesn't feel physically able. Um, she can't show up, and she might end up leaving for an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, she has another idea of another subject to talk about, but like, I mean, if you look at the footage of like the Elden Ring shit, he goes full kamikaze on that shit after whatever fights he got successfully got through like the rest of things in Elden Ring that we probably faced. He even got through the tutorial even. And like he's kamikazing the shit over. And I feel like does this feel like bait or not?
Hmm. I can imagine. No, it's learning about. Look, it's a lot of thing of the bosses in Elden Ring is to learn their patterns more than anything. It's old school boss fighting. That is.
Yeah, like a lot of them. It's basically like gameplay shit where there's a lot of telegraphing their attacks and everything. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I fought that boss a couple of days ago. That lion face, that lion
is it a lion?
it's a lion's body with a sort of gremlin's head, stuff like that. But
Eh.
no, I mean, it killed me a couple of times. You have to learn its tactics, and it is pretty basic for what it is. I mean, it does have a thing where it just stands still for a few seconds, but he's playing as a melee character as well, and they're a lot more difficult to fight any bosses when you're a melee character. I mean,
Yeah, you can
gone
but
through
yeah, what this guy does is like sort of fat roll and like directly attack while getting himself vulnerable to further
yeah,
attacks. Like roll when after he attacks. Like Jesus, like it's I think it's pretty obvious he's trying to bait for like attracting like the hardcore gamers as they call to like
well,
sort of enter the Geek Good discourse.
yeah, it just wailing on the bosses is never going to work because they'll just ask your hand you over
Yeah,
to you.
yeah, and a lot of the Get Good discourse is just basically a lot of people sort of trying to be better than everyone else and like boasting about it, like trying to like discriminate people based on like their ability to like play games because of like the whole casualization of games or whatever.
Yeah, no, I
And
know.
that's
Yeah, I know people just moan about games having an easy, but Elden Ring is considerably easier than the Dark Souls games.
yeah, like that's the point. I feel like I played for a bit of Elden Ring, just a tiny bit, at a friend's house, and like it was particularly kind of easy, you know. Like the
It was, yeah,
tutorial boss is like a breeze, even.
yeah. And there's
The
so many
tutorial boss is like a fucking doofus with like an armor and like shield that's way smaller than the tutorial boss in Dark Souls 3.
yes, exactly, yeah.
Like I mean, it took me like literal seconds to end that tutorial boss. I don't know about the rest of bosses yet because I didn't advance too much. But like, yeah, they say it's like comparatively the most accessible and like the most easy of Soulsborne games.
I mean, if you want to play an easy Souls game, just go and play Jedi Fallen Order because that's what that is.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah,
Wait, is that? That's not from Software, is it?
it's not from them. It's EA. EA's completely ripped it off, but it's a
Oh
Dark
yeah.
Souls game. But they've made it super easy in that.
They do have even invasions or whatever.
No invasions, no.
Oh jeez. I mean, a Star Wars game with invasions. Imagine.
That'd be quite good having the Sith come and fuck your shit up.
The fucking Sith. The fucking Sith raping your ass.
Yeah, and
Jesus.
Darth Maul coming along, kicking the shit out of you.
Yeah, they're just kicking your goddamn ass.
Yeah.
Just fucking beating your ass with a fucking glowing stick. That will be crazy. Or like I don't know, like whatever signs you can put on the floor about. Or in Elden Ring, what they do a lot in Elden Ring with a message in the ground shit is they type Ford Knight, which I mean, not naming names particularly, but yeah, imagine that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And like that's basically because there's a lot of people who are playing Elden Ring right now. I'll be
It's a
honest.
hot new thing, yeah.
It's like yeah, like even like people who came from like playing Animal Crossing or other games are basically introduced to the Soulsborne genre through Elden Ring.
Mm.
I mean, what do
I
you
mean,
think about that?
well, I'd agree with that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Um. There's like yeah, there's a whole difficulty debacle in Elden Ring, which yeah, it's gamergate level shit. I'll be honest. And yeah, Fungus told me I should probably ask you about
Oh yeah.
the new generation of Pokemon being set in Spain or Portugal, which I've been noticing lately. Uh, apparently, some areas in the new generation of Pokemon are based on like Spain, basically. Which I mean, I know it because Madrid, like especially the center of Madrid, is like a lot of concrete, so they probably have someone investigating there.
Yeah.
I mean,
they do travel around and that, taking photos and things like that.
I mean, yeah, a lot of game studios tend to do that as well, I think, right? Like, I mean, nothing new under the sun, I guess, but it's good to have like Spanish representation in like a video game.
Resident Evil 4 set in Spain, and they went round.
Yeah, that too. That too. Yeah. Except, the Spanish zombies or whatever you might call it. They have like a Latin accent. Like a Latin American accent kind of thing. Which kind of sounds a bit weird. Kind of shit. But I guess that's also Spanish representation in the video game.
Yeah. Exactly.
And what else, honestly? I think this must be another game that I don't really recall, which had like Spanish representation or something. Do you remember any?
I'm trying to think. Street Fighter 2 with Vega.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2. Vega is like the guy with the claws, I think.
That's the one with the mask, yeah.
Yeah, and the mask. But I mean, he just looks like some sort of like average kind of ninja type of character or whatever. I think that I don't know what about the maybe it's that kind of Phantom of the Opera aesthetic about like some.
Well, I think it's based on trying to make him look like a bullfighter more than anything.
Well, yeah, I kind of feel like it. But if they were actually making it look like a bullfighter, they will give him like tiny swords. So like kind of like the swords you use to like stab the ball or whatever.
Yeah.
And like
slash at the bull instead.
Jesus, it's horrible to see bullfighting. I'll be honest. It's basically animal torture camouflage as art.
Yeah.
Alright, tell me this. Ooh. Oh man, that's oozy. But yeah, Vega. I think there was also like Samba Amigo, but that was like rather a little bit more Latin American, I guess.
Yeah, I'd imagine that sort of
Yeah, Samba Amigo also like had a little bit of Spanish thing over there, but
and stuff like that.
Also like Sonic 06 didn't have like a Spanish looking town there, or was it like a more European kind of thing?
Possibly. I mean, sometimes I just get an amalgamation of sort of Europe. I need to think.
It's kind of weird because there's like Sonic characters alongside these human type characters that look realistic, and like it's a weird kind of clash, honestly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned like that Sonic game that got recalled on a video of yours. Why didn't you fucking recall Sonic 06 after all?
It didn't make enough money for them, so they didn't want to patch it. That's why.
Oh yeah, of course. Like it's way easier to patch that sort of game because of like the Xbox Live or whatever kind of thing. But when you like got cartridges and shit, that's way more. Ooh, that's way more darker territory, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, Sony and Microsoft. Well, I don't know about Microsoft, but Sony definitely charges companies to release a update patch.
What? Really?
Yeah, and it's at least about $5,000 an update patch.
$5,000 to patch a game?
Exactly. Yeah. So they have to pay for it. They have to pay for update.
What? Oh. Sony must be completely far up their goddamn ass, and they also charge like thousands of dollars to publish a game on like PlayStation or whatever. Yeah. Like a game like Black Tiger, whatever this is fucking called, that shitty game about a black tiger.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
And like, who the fuck pays? How much does it cost to publish a game on PlayStation 3 or 4 or whatever?
A lot of the sort of money for indie devs and that who go on sort of Kickstarter and that, a lot of that is just licensing it to go on there.
Jeez, and like you're basically paying thousands of dollars to get a Unity asset flip like that into fucking PlayStation. This Gilson B. Pontus fuck who basically publishes trash on PlayStation for some reason. I don't get how the fuck he gets these games into the PlayStation. Does he have like a relation with like the fucking Sony executives or whatever? It's like he's like the familiar of like a family member of like a Sony executive or whatever. What the fuck happens there?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get any idea what happens there.
Indeed.
Because nobody absolutely knows who this Gilson B. Pontes is.
No.
Like,
well, obviously people just buy him for ironic sake.
Yeah. But like, jeez, these games, he's even trying to like sort of quote unquote rip off the Dark Souls kind of thing in some regard. Like, these games are mostly an asset flip, and there's like a moment in these games where you can walk on water. I mean, unless it's out for ironic purposes, who in the right mind buys these? Game reviewers, perhaps? But this, yeah, it might be understandable if you're a game reviewer and you're looking for PlayStation trash or whatever, but Jesus, like, it's, oh god, that stinks like diarrhea shit. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy with these fucking games. Might, comment a little bit. I guess you may not be familiar with this, but, there's like this whole drama with the E1M1 magazine. I'll try to summarize as much as I can, but are you familiar with like the E1M1 magazine?
No.
It's a magazine dedicated to boomer shooters and retro FPS games like Dusk and Medieval, Iron Fury, whatever the whatever games there are, right?
Yeah.
And like the one of the owners, I think it was called Jake. He got involved apparently, allegedly, in abuse. I say it like in open quotations here, allegedly, because I'm not sure if this is true or not, but he got allegedly involved in abuse. And one girl by the name of Miss Laura called out on it. And I mean, I'm not surprised really. I knew like a lot of these boomer shooter doom world types so like have something to hide, but like it's like they like to call out on the abuse they sort of see on others, but like when they abuse me on or complicit on the abuse against me, they like go completely silent. It's just weird shit, isn't it?
It is.
You know, like I mean, like sort of like this sort of silent drama about the Doom World community and like the boomer shooter community for so goddamn long because of like, you know, not only because I used to be a fucking Nazi before, right, but also because they hold this unrealistic grudge about me, even though I managed to like come in good faith and everything, you know.
Yeah.
And like the whole ordeal of it is that people like Dave Oshry, all these people in the boomer shooter community like really fucking hate my guts, and it's really hard to like network with these people when like, especially when you got bad actors trying to ruin your reputation, whatever, from whatever Kiwi farm shit there is, like Jesus. But yeah, it's not really surprising that that maybe, just maybe, a lot of these people are basically reading the Kiwi farm shit and like sort of judging my character because of that. And I don't know. I guess you're not much familiar with that, Mike, that kind of shit. But
No, it's news to me. Yeah.
yeah. Like, do you know any other drama in the boomer shooter community or whatever?
No. I'm not really part of that sort of circle, so I don't.
Like, I don't know, Doom, Doom 2.
Oh, well, I know the games, but I don't know the community.
Yeah. Because the community is a whole complete other thing besides the actual games. I gotta mean it. Like, it's a whole completely different thing. I'll be honest. But yeah. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, that's That's the thing, really. I'll be honest. I know. Maybe. What are you planning to do like in the next following days? Like any plans for videos or whatever, or
Well,
aside of like the hidden videos or whatever?
yeah, I'm going to try and do more singular topics for videos as well. Like the Sonic one did quite well, I think. But
Yeah, that one kind of works very well, I guess.
yeah, so I'd like to do there some singular topics now. I think I've done some interesting topics over the years and that, but I think hiding them behind top 10 videos and that has sort of been a detriment to what the views they could have got. And I've proven that with things like the Drivergate and the Dynamite Ducks video
Hmm.
as well, because I done them separately before putting them in their fact hunt, and they got far more views that way.
Yeah, it gives me like a bit of memories about the Driver 5 kind of thing, isn't it? Or Driver 3,
Yeah,
yeah, Driver 3, yeah.
yeah,
The Driver 3 video. I think as far as I recall, there was like a marketing agency posting as forum users.
that's right. Yes,
So like, I mean, that's some like internet trolley lever shit. I'll be
it
honest.
is. It is, especially when they
Yeah,
change direct the opinion of people and that. So I know it's quite
it's
bad and that.
it's a
But it
bit
is.
icky. Yeah,
Yeah.
like nowadays you normally see this sort of stuff from like really shitty indie developer or something from like Steam or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, it's just so weird how they do it.
Exactly. I've not heard of it since really. I've not heard anyone doing it since, but if you get caught doing it,
Yeah.
things goes to shit. So yeah, so you have to be completely stupid to consider doing it nowadays.
Yeah. But yeah, another kind of similar. I think it's the kind of similar marketing tactics that a company like Digital Homicide will do. Honestly,
Okay, what do you mean? Oh, okay, yes. Oh, you're talking the ones that went after Jim Sterling that time.
well, Gem Stephanie Starling, but yeah, that one.
Yes.
Like, Jesus, that oh, it's a whole lot to process already. Like,
Mm.
there was a lawsuit, some debate with Gem Stephanie Starling, and like this whole lore going on. I remember there was like a down the rabbit hole video about it even. Like
Oh, okay,
there
yeah.
was a lead collab with Down the Rabbit Hole, right? With like the Game Live video.
Yeah.
Have you got any other detail you might have probably forgot about Game Life or whatever?
Uh, Not really, not really. Just some stories about his personal life afterwards. He got married and stuff like that, but I didn't think that was relevant to talk about.
Well, did he got married?
He got married, yes, and the other one, Dave, the one that looked like a Frankenstein, he was his best man at the wedding. So
Oh, yeah.
yes,
Didn't he get out in jail, whatever, or something?
no, that was Andrew. Andrew's the one who got married, and he's the one who got. He didn't get put in jail. He got house arrested. He wasn't allowed to out, and he wasn't allowed to go near a computer for about a year or so.
Yeah, yeah. So the one who got married is someone else, isn't it?
It's Andrew. Andrew, the main one,
Andrew.
the one with the glasses.
Yeah. Okay.
The
I don't know, but Game Live, they also had like some sort of like really old block shit. Like that's we're talking about what one level shit, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's general, proper police stuff. It's not like, libel stuff like that that normally gets them finished off. But no,
So I mean, basic gist of it.
yeah,
Um,
because the guy,
the main guy behind Game Live got in house arrest and it's not has been not able to touch a computer ever since. For how much? Like, he's still not able to touch a computer yet.
yeah, for a year, I said
What for a year?
he wasn't allowed to go near a computer he wasn't allowed to go online on a computer for a year and stuff like that.
Oh,
Basically, he got banned from the internet by the police
yeah. For how long then?
for a year.
For just a 1 year.
For a year, I believe it's a year, but yeah.
And what did he do afterwards? Get married and like what else?
I don't know. I don't really follow him. So
I
yeah,
don't know. I assume like anybody like you'll possibly know get a little bit of it, I guess. But like, I don't know, who cares? Yeah.
Yeah, lot of the people I know who were friends with him all had a big falling out over it as well. So
Yeah,
a
well,
lot of
there was
people
like
were.
also like this friend of his who became like an esports kind of star, whatever. I don't remember his name, isn't it?
Oh, Jeff Mendocino.
Yeah, Jeff
Yeah,
Mendocino. Yeah,
yeah, I speak to him quite a bit.
he was like in
He was a friend of mine anyway beforehand. So
yeah, and he was like a Smash Brothers kind of thing.
yes, he's quite good at it. He does a PR. He does PR now for a video game publisher. I can't remember which one. It's like an indie company.
Oh,
So yeah, he's
ah,
doing all right for himself now. So.
wow. I mean, the rest of the Game Life crowd must be doing really great, apparently. I guess.
Yeah, some of them are doing quite well. I think. I mean, a lot of them sort of went their own way and that, and done quite well.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Game Live. I guess how many subscribers they got now? Apparently, or
Well, they've still got 600. I mean, if any new subs they were received would have been either from mine or what's his name's video.
down the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
Freddie
his video,
Nuxon.
yeah. So yeah, any new subs would have been from our videos.
Huh?
So,
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much a whole world of.
What did you say? 600 or 600,000?
600.
600.
Yes.
Holy shit! That was around the size of my previous YouTube channel before it got banned or something.
Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, no, it was well, like I said back then, it was considered massive. I mean, that 600 subscribers enough to get my TV show on MTV. So
It's 600 subscribers and you get a TV show. That's fucking incredible.
that's the old days, yeah.
Yeah, I really wish I also had my own fucking TV show or whatever, right?
Yeah.
We're fucking crazy. Like, I probably got like, what, 300 subscribers or something? Is that enough for a fucking TV show? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, it's way different the way we measure metrics on YouTube before compared to what is now. Because if you really want to like a big TV show, you at least need like hundreds of thousands of subscribers or something today.
Yeah.
Like Smiling Friends, right? Zach Hadel and like Michael Cossack, Psychic Pebbles and Michael Cossack, yeah, right? They had like a TV show on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
And like how many subscribers that like Zach Hadel got? Like I don't remember how many, but I might look into it, I guess.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. Psychic Pebbles, hold on. I guess I can look into it in a minute. Psychic Pebbles, he's got like is get like a 1.1.5 million subscribers. Yeah, 1.5 million subscribers.
I don't think it is entirely down to how many subscribers you got nowadays. I mean, PewDiePie hasn't got his own TV show.
Oh yeah.
But then again, being a Nazi, saying Nazi stuff is taken. So.
No, the problem with PewDiePie is that he's a Mr. Magoo of racism, which, I mean, he's pretty much associated with Nazism, yes, but, like, he accidentally drops the N-word every time he gets angry or whatever, so, like, he's practically the Mr. Magoo of racism.
Yeah.
And on the consequence of that, yeah, go on.
I said he's one of those people who, he's not racist, he just says racist things.
Yeah, like the etchy bro humor kind of shit.
Yeah.
And the whole consequence of that is that a lot of the other creators on YouTube had to pay the price for that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean...
Yeah, I did that in my Machinima video. He basically, his antics and that got everybody screwed over and had to take a massive pay cut, everybody in the network.
Yeah, holy shit.
The end of Machinima, yeah.
Yeah, he's such a fucking doofus. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Machinima owes me about $4,000 still.
And like, I mean...
I really do it at the moment. I really do it at the moment.
Yeah. Back to the point of like Psychic Pebbles, 1.5 million subscribers, but like the whole point, I think it's that I think there's a way to present a pitch to Adult Swim or whatever, if you're like good at animation or whatever, and like you want to present like a pitch for a show or whatever. You can easily present it to Adult Swim at a certain point in time. I'm not sure, but how does that even work, honestly?
Exactly.
You don't even know either.
No, I don't know either.
I mean, that's like this whole process of pitching like an Adult Swim show, whatever. But honestly, it's like if you didn't watch like Smiling Friends, anyone who's listening to this, well, go watch it. I'll be honest, it's a really good show. I've been enjoying it on HBO Max so far, and like it's like fucking random humor on steroids, right? It's so good. It's so fucking good, and like I think um I think this has been like a long time on the making, and like please go on HBO Max and like watch the entire season 1 multiple times, because I think we need a season 2 at this point.
They announced season 2 today.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, that too. Yeah, and a season 2, it's already on the works, and that's because of the amazing support it got.
Yes.
And like, it's a really good show. I'll be honest. I remember the Mr. Frogpit and like the Halloween episode, and like they still gonna release like the last 2 episodes on HBO Max in Spain, in Spanish, right? For like for Smiling Friends. Still, I'm not aware of how is it going right now. But I still gotta watch these 2 last episodes in Spanish. I think it was like the Frowning Friends one, and like the Christmas one, right? Or the one with the devil.
Yeah.
There's like even a pain elemental in the like the Christmas episode, the last episode of season 1. If you notice, like one of the details on like the foreground of one of the scenes of that episode is that it's basically a pain elemental from Doom Eternal. It's kind of crazy.
Speaking of games set in Spain, how about Blasphemous?
Oh, Blasphemous! I never played that one, but I heard it's good.
Yeah, it's a 2D Dark Souls game, but it's quite good.
Yeah, would you rather call that like a Metroidvania or whatever?
Yes, a little bit. Yes.
So yeah, it's basically like a Metroidvania game, except with a Dark Souls aesthetic and like pixel art kind of thing.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard like there was like a YouTuber who got involved with it, who was really into game design and everything. He had a YouTube channel specifically dedicated to like game design, and he once made a tutorial for like how to map in CS:GO or like Counter-Strike, right?
Yeah.
Really big talented guy, I'll be honest. It's really cool shit to see that kind of shit. Do you know like any other Spanish games out there? I know like maybe there's like a couple here that I know, but that I cannot come up with out of my head or something.
There's another 2D Ghouls and Ghosts game set in Spain as well. I can't remember what it's.
Oh, Maldita Castilla.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I heard. I think I don't know if I got it. I don't know, but it's gonna be a good one too.
So yeah.
And like aside of the fact that Resident Evil 4 had like is set in Spain or whatever, but it's not like it's not made in Spain. I tried to like come across with the lines of that the Spanish zombies in Resident Evil 4 did really say. It was like Atrapelo. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like I mean, with the Pokemon shit even coming out with the Spanish thing going on.
Yeah.
Even though like Spain is a very fucked up country in regards of politics and everything, because I don't know if you did heard about like the burning of like the Sun Gate in Madrid.
No, that's news to me.
Yeah, it's all I'm saying is that it basically smells like burnt paper over there, burnt paperwork. Because a lot of the things that happen in Spain is in regards of politics is that the right wing is so goddamn corrupt, and the left wing, at least the liberals ones, is like so incompetent at shit that there's corruption everywhere. The Socialist Party of Spain has like several corruption cases, and like the People's Party, the right wing one, has got also several corruption cases. And I'm not even getting me started on Vox or whatever, which is another extreme right wing political party, which, I mean, they got like even funded by a bunch of like rich millionaires from like a bunch of Spanish corporations. So like, yeah, it's this political scene in Spain is pretty ugly. But hey, it's got good aesthetics.
Well, we own a part of Spain as well, don't we? We own Gibraltar.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, so that's
Like a lot of these Spaniard monarchy people are so goddamn sort of like regretful of like Gibraltar and everything. What about that?
exactly, yeah.
Do you feel proud of owning Gibraltar?
Well, I don't see the point of owning it, really. I mean, it's just because a load of expats are there and just
Yeah.
about keeping it there.
Just
Like,
like
same
also
with,
like
Falklands as well.
yeah, the Gibbons and everything, right? Like
The Jersey Island as well. That's technically French.
yeah, I mean it's
We own that.
basically what people got from colonialism, isn't it?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Good old colonialism. The ugly shit that comes out of it. Yeah.
The British are absolute bastards. Over that, in their history and that. I
And
mean, the Chinese Navy, China wouldn't allow us to move opium through their waters, so we just went and destroyed their entire navy until they said, "Yeah, go on then." So
yeah.
horrible way.
Well, you're not alone. The Spaniards, us Spaniards have a history of like colonizing South America and Mayan and Incan territories to the point of genociding everyone and like bringing smallpox to everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're equal grounds of colonizer ugly shit. But yeah,
Well, that's all
that
they were doing, wasn't it? At one time.
yeah. Anyway,
All night in other countries who at war each other. So.
yeah, that's pretty usual.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Be sure to check JMAA.tv. Larry, would you want to plug your YouTube channel or whatever?
No.
Obviously, everybody knows your YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's youtube.com/Larry.
YouTube Guru Larry, you mean?
No, just Larry. YouTube.
Larry. Oh, okay.
So
All right.
Don't remember. I managed to in the early days of YouTube, you could get a vanity address, and it belonged to some guy who got banned. So I snapped it.
Oh, right.
Even though there's lots more subscribed Larrys on YouTube, I got the best dibs. So.
You even got Larry clones on Gmod.
Yes. Oh God, I got people pretending to be me on sort of Instagram and TikTok and that, which is annoying.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying too. Yeah.
I'll tell them people are pretending to be me. They don't bloody do anything. That's even more annoying stuff. I got loads of people saying, "Why don't you post out any videos?" I said, "I do. You just subscribe to somebody pretending to be me." Stop it.
Yeah, that really sounds shitty anyway.
It is. It's even more annoying that they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's something completely out of control.
Yeah. Can you prove who you are or anything? No, just completely ignore it.
Yeah. Anyway, listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I'll see you next time. See ya.
Goodbye.
Turn it off. Turn it